And we're back with this whack season. I mean, I haven't even gotten, past the first 5 minutes of this episode, and I'm over it already. Like, yes, I too am debating whether or not I should continue with this season because it's just so tired. And just like Scotty said, it's crazy that we do a panel on this show and it's flopping this hard. It really is. The topics of conversation just are falling flat. The cast does not mesh well. It's a clear divide. Where do we go from here? Because this season just isn't enjoyable. Like, I'm not looking forward to watching this show at this point, and I used to really enjoy watching Potomac, but now it's like I look forward to watching Beverly Hills and Miami and even Salt Lake City. Those are the 3 that are moving me. It's crazy that 4 Housewives franchises are on at the same time, and the Black franchise is the one that is the least, has the least excitement for me. But it's like, I have my reasons because this is foolishness that we're watching. So the episode continues where it left off last week. Oh, before I even get into that, be sure to check us out tonight on the Whether You Like It or Not panel hosted by Scotty by Nature TV. Check your community tab. It will be there, 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah, it picks up where it left off last week with the whole, does Wendy know Lebe allegations? Remember, Lebe is Nneka's cousin-in-law, and y'all are right. I will give it to a lot of y'all who were in the comments saying that Wendy never said that she didn't know her from the scene that we seen last week, and that Nneka, you know, tried to go in for you know, the gotcha moment, because Candace did ask what's her age. Wendy said she doesn't know, that's her sister's friend, and then that's when Nneka went in and was like, why are you trying to act like you don't know her? But in the continuation of this scene that we're seeing in this episode, it did give off the vibe that Wendy was trying to act like she is not that familiar with Lebe. That she is just her sister's friend, because she keeps saying it. That's my sister's friend. Yes, she got announced at my sister's, at my daughter's event or sip and see, but at the end of the day, that's my sister's friend, who they're no longer friends. And I know that Wendy posted receipts and all of this, but I don't really care. I don't care to read them. Listen, if I'm watching somebody's review and they share the receipts, then that's that. I did watch Gunicorn's review. Shout out to Gunicorn. He is an up-and-coming YouTuber, so subscribe to his channel. But I did watch his review, and he did read the receipts that Wendy posted on Twitter last week, basically saying that, yes, Lebe did reach out to her in regards to Nneka being approached by Bravo, and Lebe was going to be the middleman who brought the 2 of the ladies together, but Wendy was taking forever to respond. I don't know if they actually set up any time to meet up, but Lebe also reached out in regards to who Wendy's BBL doctor was and all of this other stuff. So I don't really know what that proved necessarily, but yeah, at the end of the day, Lebe and Wendy, they know each other. Know each other enough to be calling each other twin. So, yeah, Wendy, I don't understand why you keep deflecting in these weird ways. At the pickleball event, you was doing all that dancing and prancing around, and then you went and grabbed Mia, who poured a drink on you last season to squash y'all's beef, when just the week before you was calling her all kind of dumbs. Now here you are deflecting again, saying that Nneka is on crack. Girl, what? But what was really rich for me was Giselle coming out of her mouth talking about, let's be careful with allegations. Were you careful with the allegations that you're still perpetuating against Chris? Were you careful with allegations when you tried to make it seem like Monique's sons wasn't Chris's, the other Chris? You made allegations against Karen. Like, girl, what are you talking about? Let's not do that, because you are the queen of allegations, Nick. So then all of a sudden, you know, they're trying to have a good time, and their good time looks so whack. It looks so lame. It's so boring. Y'all getting up, y'all trying to dance. I just don't get it. Wendy, again, doing all that prancing around. And while she's doing that, Candace is trying to talk to Nneka about the situation. Wendy had to check her and was like, when it come down to me and her, stay out of it. How about we all stay out of it? So they get ready to go eat. Ashley looks a country fool. I don't know what's going on with her in these scenes. She looked cute at her housewarming party. But other than that, girl, in her confessional, she looks really cute. But she been looking a mess. These boots, that French skirt, girl. Giselle looked a mess too. But they all get to dinner. Oh, and on the way there, Nneka was like, you know, she just feels like if Wendy would just be like, you know, girl, I didn't know, you know, I apologize, then it is what it is. You know, Giselle talking about, she owes you an apology. You owe damn near the whole cast an apology. So what's next, girl? You need to shut up. Giselle is not qualified to say anything in regards to allegations, apologies, you know, being genuine, authentic, anything of that sort. She needs to just mind her business. So then, you know, Wendy, she really doesn't care to make up with Nneka. And then they all get down to dinner. They're having a conversation that I really don't care about, but, you know, just for people who didn't watch. Giselle can't see. She said that Jason reads her the menu. Cute. And then Mia said that she could agree because she's married to a senior citizen. And then Wendy wants to ask the table, who swallows? Wait, but so Robin is the only one who admits to doing it, right? And everybody looking like Candace is looking like, oh my gosh. And in her confessional, Candace is like, we all tend to bond over, you know, sex talk and cheating men, and she loves it. Why do you love that? Why do you love bonding over cheating men? No. Trauma, okay? No, let's stop bonding over that. I get tired of talking to, you know, my friends about trash men and stuff. That's exhausting. I don't want to bond over that. I don't want that to be our source of friendship. Let's talk about things that make us happy. Things that, you know, we want to see for our future. Let's talk about funny things. Let's not talk about cheating men and trash men for majority in the bulk of our conversations. I don't want to do that. I've been uninterested in that for years. Let's not. And it's sad that that brings y'all together in a group of people that you don't like. Anywho, Karen said based off of them headlines, baby, she wouldn't be drinking nothing. You don't know what's in that. Hello, thank you. Now, I am a little confused because Mia said once she got married, she stopped doing it. Nneka admitted to doing it. But what, I mean, does that mean that you was doing that to, you know, seal the deal, and then once y'all got married, you stopped? Because initially my mom was like, girl, what do you mean once you got married, you stopped? So you was just doing that to any and everybody? So after they talk about booty eating, teabagging, Ashley let, you know, semen sit in her mouth until they're done. All that talk, you know, they were saying that they really liked, you know, bonding over that and all of that. And then that's when Nneka was saying that she was really feeling down and out. So she's happy for this moment because, you know, she is trying to have children, and her and Candace, they bond over wanting to have a boy and a girl, twins, and just be one and done. Meanwhile, Wendy is looking like, you know, she really ain't featuring Nneka, of course. But it's like, Wendy, don't harp on that moment too much, because, I mean, I understand, and though I'm not, you know, a part of the Nigerian culture, you know, I do understand that, you know, y'all say that shrines and things of that sort, you know, witchcraft, all of that being put on your mom, that I know that is not something that you take lightly. But it's like, if you can sit there and ask Robin and Giselle sexual questions, you can be chummy with Nneka. They all go back to Robin's room, and then some of them immediately leave. Giselle goes, Karen goes. That leaves Nneka, Ashley, Wendy, and Candace. Candace is wearing Robin's slippers. Robin is looking at her like, girl, you was just bashing me a few weeks ago on the World Wide Web, and now you sitting here in my room acting like nothing happened. So then, you know, they say after hours, you know, they like to turn up. That's when they bond after they had a few drinks. They didn't, you know, call each other all kind of bees and whores and all of that. And then they come together after a drunken night and they turn up. So, you know, they were talking about that. Robin talking about the sound of, I guess it's time for them to turn up, is like the sound of swallowing. Ill, gross. It's weird. I'm like, why is Candace in Robin's room? Why is Wendy still lingering in the room? Like, what's happening here? So Wendy, you know, finally decides to go to the room. Candace is still lingering there talking about, you know, swallowing still. And Candace leaves and was like, yeah, we need to talk tomorrow. It's time. What was the point of this scene? All right, so it's the next day. Everybody is in Ashley's room. Giselle admits that she was being a bad friend for leaving Robin in a room full of people that she doesn't like. So then all the girls get there and Ashley wants them to paint their vaginas. And here comes the prudiness. Like, I don't understand why y'all are making a big deal out of painting your vagina. It's not like it has to be on display. She said, whatever you would think. And I immediately was like, okay, well, I would paint mine with roses coming out, some flowers, you know what I'm saying? And everybody else is acting all weird about it, as if y'all didn't just talk about booty holes and everything else the night before. Now y'all don't want to paint what y'all think y'all's vagina will look like. Get out of here. So that's that. And then Karen talks to Robin and was like, Robin, I know that you said that you was going through some things. I feel like, you know, you talk to who you want to talk to, and that causes a divide in the friend group. Y'all all do that. Wendy is not going to run and tell Robin the issues that her and Eddie might be having. Well, hold on, because she just might on a drunken night where she feels like her and Robin could be on good terms again. So I won't put that past my sis. But you know what I'm saying. Giselle isn't going to go and run to Wendy and tell her the issues that she's having. They all do that. Because there has been a divide in the group before Juan decided to, you know, stroll the streets of the DMV with other women. So, yeah, I have to agree with Robin on this. This isn't just because of what she has going on. That doesn't cause a divide. So she was like, Robin said that she feels like she turns to the people who reach out to her to check on her. And Candace was like, well, I reached out to you and I got crickets. Robin is like, girl, you just trashed me on the internet. Do you think I'm about to seek comfort in you? So then that's when Karen had to jump in and was like, yeah, well, I mean, she got onto you because, yes, you're hiding things. You're talking about this topic here. Meanwhile, you got stuff going on within your household that you don't want to discuss and you want to put behind a paywall. I'm sorry. Karen is really holding this episode down. For me to sit here with a slight attitude reviewing this show, Karen has been the reason why I broke into laughter, because Robin is getting her panties in a bunch because they're starting to hold her accountable. Karen is like, yes, we need to hold you accountable because you lied for a whole year. Y'all heard Robin's Baltimore accent. What do y'all want me to do? I said, ooh. What do y'all want me to do? I'm holding myself accountable. So now she's standing up and she in a circle. And she's like, hold me accountable. And Kara said, that dress remind her of a woman in a polygamous relationship. The only thing she was missing was a bonnet. She was standing for her man. Karen pulled out one of them handmade tail bonnets. Y'all know Robin, she is very homely. So, I mean, hell, go ahead and get my sister bonnet, because she is going to stand by Juan no matter what. Sit your ass down and get a bonnet. Oh my God. Karen is a fool. So all the girls, you know, they start coming at Robin, asking her 1,001 questions. You know, the questions started to overlap. I really couldn't make out what certain women were saying. And Robin was like, hold on. I'm willing to answer any questions that y'all have, but get one at a time, okay? Because y'all doing a lot. So Wendy was like, I mean, why didn't y'all ever have the conversation basically on TV? I'm saying things that they ain't trying to say, you know, because of the fourth wall. And the Green Eyed Bandits did say that they had the conversation. It just wasn't on camera. And, you know, Karen had an issue because, yeah, it was $5.99 and they was trying to put it on their Patreon. And Mia was talking about, why you just don't buy it? I'm not about to just buy nothing, okay? You gonna talk about it on this reality show and you gonna share your reality. Because y'all want to hold everybody else accountable and try to air everybody else's business out, the Green Eyed Bandits. So, yeah, y'all should have been talking about this on camera. The ladies have every right to be upset. So then Candace wanted to know, all right, well, there was a DM between Juan and this hotel woman. And you didn't want to see the DMs, like, what's going on with that? She was like, yeah, she didn't want to see him. Juan didn't even have the messages because he cleans his phone out like crazy. Karen, you should have packed that bonnet that you had and brought it on this trip, because at that time, you should have crowned her with it. Girl, because what?
There's no part of you that wants to know what they were saying to each other that was potentially inappropriate?
No. He cleans his phone out like crazy. Like, he deletes everything.
Oh, girl.
So,
for safety?
Like, literally, he doesn't even store people's phones. He'll have coaches reach out to me, he's like, I don't know who this is, because he's weird, okay? So, he did not have the messages with her. And I don't communicate with
Wendy.
thirst buckets.
And Robin's...
I don't communicate with thirst buckets, but your man is communicating with thirst buckets. And you're choosing to ignore those texts. And I don't understand why she's choosing to ignore the text, because it's not like they're in marital bliss. Girl, what's going on? So they're all splitting up to go to 2 different events. See that Karen is on the phone. She's planning an event for PAVE, which is an organization for survivors of sexual assault. And she's cooking up something for her 60th, and she's doing it with them. So then the ladies are on their way to either the distillery or boot shopping. And you got Robin, Ashley, Giselle, and somebody else. I think it might have been Mia in the car. And they're asking Robin if she's okay with the questioning from earlier. And she was basically like, yeah, nobody is going to air out their dirty laundry. They act like I did something to them. But the thing is, y'all like to air out people's dirty laundry. You and your green-eyed sis, and even Ashley and her forehead, y'all like to put people's business out there. And now you don't want to share what you got going on. That's the issue. The issue is that y'all carry on the way that y'all have for 8 seasons and don't want to share. Granted, we know that Robin has shared her struggle story. Okay? We know that. Yes, you know, she was down bad. Somebody stole their money. You know, we know she has financial woes. We know that. She's very transparent in that aspect. But when it comes down to dirty laundry, okay, dirty. Even though Ashley kind of was the one who, like, spilled Robin's financial issues. Nonetheless, she has been transparent since it's been out there, right? But dirty laundry? Yeah, you've been keeping that on the hush, on the tuck. So, yeah. You want to do the most with other people? Do the most with your situation. In them hotels and coach nail appointments and whatnot. Side note, Wendy and that bob. That bob is bobbing, okay? It's bobbing and weaving. But in a good way, because that sounds like shady, okay? But yes, her hair looks very good. The all black outfit. Come on, Wendy. Okay, the glasses with the little piece of hair out here and the glasses. It be the little things for me. Like, Wendy, I think I might just have to say that Wendy is best dressed of the cast. Her and Karen, they be, you know, her and Karen, they might be neck and neck. So, NECA, the Green Eyed Bandits, and Ashley, they're doing boot shopping. And NECA talks about how her wedding was a disaster. Nothing went the way that she wanted it to, but they still have to do their Nigerian wedding. And they agreed to do that once they extended their family. But now she wants to do it, you know, before they start having kids. So they were like, well, we hope that, you know, we haven't ran you off, you know, being part of this group, being new into the group. And she was like, nah, you know, despite what was happening today, she feels like Robin has been really open and transparent with her. And Giselle and her crunchy hair had the nerves to say, they made that all about them. And I feel like that's very disgusting. Says the woman the day before who made those accusations about Chris all about her family. As if your family were victims of some sort. Meanwhile, Candace's family was the ones who were actually affected. Her bonus kids, her husband, who you made the allegations towards or about. Those are the people that actually were affected by your words that you tried to turn around and make it about you. You see how she just needs to shut up, because every time she opens her mouth about something, we have an example of how she did what she's mad about. I know y'all probably like, Kim, what the hell happened to your cardigan? We got a gas leak right here, and the, you know, the fire department is out here, so I have to keep going outside because they keep coming to the door to tell us stuff. And it's cold, so I keep changing to my robe because I need, you know, full body coverage. So Wendy, Mia, Candace, and Karen, you know, they sitting there and a bird comes on the fence. Wendy was like, y'all know my relationship with birds. They do a flashback of T'Challa, Monique's bird flying on Wendy. So then Mia was like, that ain't your mama, is it? Girl, wrong road. Wrong road. So, yeah, Wendy was like, yeah, no. We're not even going to do that. Don't even play like that. So then Wendy starts to explain what shrines actually are in the Catholic Church versus how NECA was trying to, you know, take a spin. She just said, she just put the word shrine out there and left whatever, you know, to people's imagination, which led to, oh, this is witchcraft. They're Nigerian. This is African. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm not super religious. I'm not. So I'm not into, you know, all the wordings and all of that. So it was just kind of like, you know, to me. But it's a sensitive topic for Wendy. You know, she was like, my mother is basically her rock. She gonna stick beside her mama. You know, she gets emotional. She's a single mom. She's done all these things for her family. You know, that's her mama. She only get one. She gonna defend her to the end. And Mia was like, well, you know, despite all that we've went through, you know, I know that that is a sensitive topic, so I'm going to just leave that alone. Child, please leave it alone. We want all y'all to leave this alone. All the ladies come back together, and they're having conversation. They was talking about NECA's Nigerian wedding and how her husband is entitled. I think that's what she said. I forgot what she said, but her husband has a title in Nigeria. She said that some people pay for it these days, but his was given to him. Speaking of, you know, paying for something, they talk about their verified checks on Twitter and how Mia and Karen both paid for theirs. And Karen was like, I didn't. Wendy was like, you and Mia are the only ones who have verified checks after Elon Musk came through and tried to erase Twitter and make it X. It will forever be Twitter for me, so I'm not calling it X. That sounds like a site, and I'm not with it. Anyway, yeah, so they had to show her, like, you did indeed pay for it. It's on her Apple Pay and everything. And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to call Apple Pay. Girl, you know damn well that you paid for that. So, yeah, they get into that, and then Mia decides to be a little messy, you know, that used to be her title for me, Messy Mia. She was like, oh, well, they asked Ashley about, you know, her and Michael custody. She said that she wants the kids throughout the week and every other weekend. Michael wants more time. And Candace in her confessional was like, girl, did you even file for a divorce? Okay? She said, I understand that he plucked you off the curb, but girl, put on them Nikes and run. Because what are you doing here? Look, we don't know what the hell they got going on over there. And at this point, I don't want to wrap my mind around trying to figure it out. So that's when Messy Mia went and asked Ashley, you know, speaking of Michael, what's going on with this lawsuit? Candace, Michael suing you? I said, oh. Candace said, we're not going to talk about that. So then Robin was like, okay, so can we discuss what we can and cannot talk about amongst the group? So Candace said, we're going to choose to be dense another day. So Candace was like, yeah, you're not dumb. Girl, this is a legal matter. I'm not talking about that. You spoke on Juan last year at the reunion, and I don't know if that helped your case. Yeah, because you're talking about he did everything that he was supposed to do. Girl, please. No, he didn't. So, you know, Dr. Wendy had to pull out that education. She said a Title IX violation, that's, you know, something in regards to sex orientation, all this other stuff, okay? She giving the rundown, okay? Don't let me try to retell it, because I didn't finish college, okay? But, yeah, she was like, yeah, for him to be a leader, being a coach amongst the team, what he did, it can trickle down, you know, to the whole team. So for you to think that he didn't get fired because of doing the wrong thing, girl, you're foolish. And, of course, you know, Robin is defending Juan, again, saying that he did everything that he was supposed to do. The state of Maryland knows that it was some BS. Just like you always trying to cape for Juan. What spews out of your mouth always sounds like crap, because it is. So they going to chicken shit bingo, whatever the hell that is. And they have Wendy, Robin, Candace, and Mia in a car together. And Mia's like, okay, so are y'all feeling good? Like, what's going on? You know, Wendy was like, yeah, are y'all feeling any different from this morning? You know, talking to Candace and Robin. Robin is no longer interested in having a conversation with Candace at all. For her to imply that what Robin said at the reunion caused Juan to get fired, she ain't going for that. So Candace was like, I mean, I don't know, but I do feel like it's not smart to talk about a legal matter. And I don't know if that's the reason why, you know, if that helped this case or not, but that's just how she feels. And so Robin starts getting emotional and was like, this is the worst part of what we're going through. Talking about her and Juan. She was like, for y'all to, you know, say that and then say that this is a, what is it? A Title IX violation. Like, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all trying to turn me into a villain. Here go Candace. Please don't cry. I do not have any tissues. Robin, you turning red doing all that hooting and hollering. Talking about I ain't never did nothing to y'all. Do we have to go down your track record, sis? You've done something to at least half of the cast. Being Robin to Giselle's Batman. Like, come on. Stop playing. Y'all sat there and showed up at Karen's house to see if that was actually her house. You, in particular, yeah, because you was delivering pizza. Miss Ma'am in disguise. You implied that Wendy got a BBL because her man was following big booty hoes on Instagram. With this whole Candace thing, I don't know if you've done anything to her directly, not on the top of my head, but don't act like you're a saint, because you're far from it, okay? And we already know there is going to be a whole thread, a plethora of examples of how you are truly a villain on this show. They're going to give you your receipts, ma'am. I'm just on the spot right now, so I'm just thinking about certain things that's just coming across. Don't sit here and act like you're innocent. Because, again, you're always in cahoots with Giselle's foolishness. You was a part of that whole Chris may not be Monique's son. You was a part of that. You got your hands in a lot of stuff. And now that it's your turn to sit in the hot seat, you can't take it. Now you want to cry white woman tears. And I don't feel sorry for you. This is the reason why you was sitting on the curb looking a mess. And I honestly don't even care. Like, cry us a river, Robin, because we don't give a fuck. You've done enough on this show to be the villain that you are. Stand in it. Embrace it. This is what it is. Anyway, let's get down in the comments to talk, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see y'all tonight for the Whether You Like It or Not panel. And, you know, I guess I'll see y'all for next week's episode too. But I'm not feeling it, like I said. So, bye.